A while ago, in one of these, I referred to a movie, a current film at that time, Birdman. That's unusual for me because I don't go to movies, or I should say, I don't go see movies in theaters. I don't because I'm not in a hurry to see anything. I can wait until it comes out on DVD, and also there's the question of the quality-expense nexus, or more simply, value, which I find wanting when it comes to movies. But a son with a sense of humor gave me a ticket to see Birdman as a Christmas present, and I dutifully went to see it. It is a striking production, and it won the Oscar for Best Picture. I don't know about that because I haven't seen any of the other films, but I do know that I thought there were many impressive things about this movie. That was true for my son as well, and when we did see it again on DVD, I felt almost obliged to say a few things about it. I do know that it is the subject of a flurry of interpretation, speculation, and evaluation on the internet. First, the question, does he have telekinetic powers or a terrible temper, is the same as asking, does Birdman exist or is he a voice inside his head? And inside is important. This movie is all inside, like those carved boxes inside one another or the famous layers of the onion. It's a story about acting, about the difference, the unbridgeable chasm between reality in which your life and range of emotions are fully in play and at risk, and art, in this case a play or a movie or a character in one of those, in which you are pretending to be at risk. And you may even do that quite believably, but it is pretend, a paper moon, not real. In art, the laws of physics, up and down, do not apply, nor do the parameters of life and death. One of the characters in the movie insists that he's most real, or only so, when he's acting. It can get complicated, peeling apart the onion. Truth or dare, life or art. Birdman continually displays its plumage, if you will, those layers, whether it's peeling off a succession of wigs, or, more complexly, that great sprawling scene when the lead character steps out of the play and bums a smoke from one of the crew, who is more real because he's not in the play, but is in the movie, then steps outside to enjoy it. The door bites down on his robe, and he is forced to walk out of it and begin a journey in his underwear to the front of the theater. He signs an old-school autograph, then cuts through a crowd which again seems real, but is in the movie, and is posted up on the internet, re-enters the building, down the aisle, and back into the play, which is, of course, completely changed by this entrance, and yet is word for word the same. This protagonist, and he is suffering for many reasons, as an actor and an artist, a father, a husband, a lover, a has-been, and a wannabe, tries to kill himself several times by jumping off a building and by shooting himself in the head. However improbably by the standards of reality, the story rescues him. He's supposed to have shot his nose off, but when he removes his beaky bandages, there's his nose. He not only doesn't lose his life, he doesn't lose his nose either. There's the tragedy of life and the magic of art. The critic in the movie calls the shooting super reality, and she praises it for injecting real blood into the pallid theater. The movie wants to be super real too, so close to reality that we can't tell the difference between when people are acting and when they are being real. At the very end, the movie proudly admits that it isn't real. It's a story, made up, and the look on the face of the daughter reminded me of Judy Garland having one of those over-the-rainbow moments. Beautiful, inspiring, but not real. In the previous mention of this movie, I said it was about love. I would now say, as a correction to that, that it is a story about not being loved in some crucial way. In many respects, it is a deeply painful story. The subtitle suggests that whatever happiness you may find may be the result of blind luck. I said it was about acting, and yet not a single performer in it won an Academy Award. I think handing out awards for acting is ridiculous to begin with, but if you're going to do it, then somebody in this movie, an acting clinic, should have won, starting with Michael Keaton. I want to mention the set of the movie, the theater, the labyrinthine hallways of the theater. I loved this the first time I saw it, and I might have liked it better the second time around. It's a great storytelling device, snarling and twisting the truth. Then there is the music. I would definitely have given this movie an Academy Award for Best Soundtrack. I found the drums and timpani fantastic, even eloquent, and of course the movie is careful to walk past the musician as he is playing, once on the street where he seems more real, and later inside the theater, absorbed into the play. There is a short time when the movie has a more conventional soundtrack, and they play with this as well, having the actor call for the music, and there it is, or having him say irritably, "Stop that music," and it does. Birdman is a very ambitious, exciting project, unusual, complicated, a puzzle of sorts, and I think everyone involved had to stretch themselves to pull it off, to make it happen, and they're to be congratulated, because it did.